Spring is in full swing, and boy, the signs are hard to miss, especially along lakes and rivers where anglers dot the shorelines. It is trout season, and everyone is happy. Hi there, I'm Grant McComey, your host for Travel Oregon's Grant's Getaways, and this week we learn how millions of trout, rainbow trout from hatcheries, are placed into ponds and lakes across the state of Oregon, some by truck, many more by air, but this week, a particularly special way of delivery. Come on along. We join young and older alike on the Battle Lake Trout Hike.
Two buckets. Yeah, I got some fish, about 200 of them.
If there's a better way to spend a Saturday in May,
these were just hatched last fall. They were just a few months old, a couple inches long.
These 24 volunteers just couldn't say.
What made you guys want to come out today?
Just to help the community.
We were doing a scout
For the
camp
Boy
out.
Scouts.
It's the Battle Lake Trout Hike, and it's about as grassroots as it gets in the Siuslaw National Forest.
It's the only hiking lake like this on the district that we stock. We have an email list. We notify folks when volunteer projects come up. Whoever wants to show up can show up. Take several smaller scoops. That way they don't flop out on you.
250 3-inch trout are scooped into a bucket of water. Each bucket weighs 35 pounds and is harnessed to a backpack and then slung over the shoulders. That's when the work begins.
People are free to bring their kids. If they want to go, most of the time they just want to go for a hike. Sometimes they carry a little bucket with a couple of fish in it.
It's a little more than half a mile up the forest trail. That's mostly a gentle climb. The good news, it's all downhill coming back.
Yeah. Have you ever had a backpack full of fish before?
I have not, and I learned how out of shape I really am.
Most trout stocking, especially of legal-sized trout, are done by truck in a short burst of water. For more remote areas, it's a very different story. High Cascade areas are remote and hard to reach, so Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife's aerial stocking program delivers tens of thousands of so-called flying fish on time, on target, and into nearly 400 high lakes. Back at Battle Lake, ODFW's Whitney Crowell receives each bucket with a smile. She places each bag of fish in the lake so the babies adjust to the warmer lake water.
We want to give them a little bit of time to acclimate, so we put a little bit of lake water in the bag and then just set them in there, give them some time to warm up.
Biologist Bradley says Battle Lake is a fine new home for the trout.
It kind of sits in a bowl here, and it's fed by springs, and it's fairly deep. There's lots of downed wood, and on a sunny day, there's pretty good insect hatches that go on up here. So it really is pretty good habitat.
And a terrific opportunity for youngsters to lend a hand and make their plans for a return visit. The Battle Lake Trout Hike is an annual affair, and you can contact ODFW in the Tillamook office and learn more details for next season. And by the way, when it comes to trout fishing, ODFW has a wonderful website. They call it Trout 365. It has all the tips and tactics, all the strategies you need to catch trout in Oregon each day of the year. For all the information in this week's show, be sure to check out the Travel Oregon website. So until next week, do get out here, explore the great Oregon outdoors. Let Travel Oregon be your guide. For Travel Oregon, I'm Grant McComey.